I was a small guy when I started.
Really?
And when I started bodybuilding, I was under 100 pounds.
Shit.
I actually used bodybuilding to learn how to grow and fill out my size and increase my performance for wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. And I learned from a very young age what works in bodybuilding. You know, not only is it the training, but if you're going to grow, you got to eat a lot of freaking food, man.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a lot. So I think at a pretty young age, I got adapted to eating just a ton of food.
Yeah.
And, you know, eventually got to the point where my size caught up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm big as some of these other pros, so I don't have to push the food quite as hard as I used to in the past. My dieting strategy in the past used to be eat as much as you can for every meal.
Really?
Yeah. It just pack myself absolutely. I call it force feeding.
Yeah.
Eat to the point where you're full and you keep eating. But I would do that 4 or 5 times a day, and you know that kind of extended my gut.
Yeah.
But I think over the past 4 or 5 years, I put on enough muscle size I don't have to push the food nearly as hard because I'm there.
Your physique looks like a kind of power bodybuilder's physique. Is that right?
I'll take it.
No, because sometimes you see these physiques and they go, actually, no, I don't train like that. I train like this, and you know, like you look like a sort of a kind of low rep, you know, because you've got like the shot, like it was a shot. It was on Instagram, and it was of you next. I forget who you were next to, maybe Blessing or something, and it was like you were doing your hands clasped, most muscular, and it was from like a side angle. And like
it's probably me and Justin at the New York Pro.
Yes, it was Justin, and your shoulders are literally the size of your head. It's like the 3-dimensional delts, you know.
You know, I think you're a little bit off there. You know, am I a powerful guy in relation to most people? Yeah, I'm a powerful guy. I'm a big guy, but in relation to Larry Wheels or any other awesome power lifters, I don't think my power is outstanding.
Yeah, but Larry Wheels is a superhuman though. His nothing makes sense with what that guy does. I mean, he was bench pressing 100 kilo. Oh, it's just silly shit, crazy shit.
But my point is, you know, well, I'm a doctor of chiropractic, and kind of my whole thing with my client base and my patients is focusing on injury prevention and just prevention of potential disease processes and stuff like that. So I got to apply that to my training so I can practice what I preach. So my rep range generally doesn't go too much lower than 12 reps. 12 to 21 is kind of that golden area where I stay.
Higher reps?
Yeah. You know, when I first started coming here, I trained at an IFBB Pro Gym in Denver.
Yeah.
And when I first started coming here, I think I was a little bit more aggressive about the weights, pushing heavier weights, just based off of stuff I've seen in the past. But as you probably know, Phil Heath trains out of here.
Yep.
And, you know, I've been observing him for 10 years. And right off the bat, it was something that I noticed about him is the dude never goes extremely heavy, and he never does extremely low reps. He's got this crazy mind-muscle connection, and it's just about time under tension and creating that mental coordination. Yeah. And, you know, I've really adapted to that as I'm 38 now. So, you know, when I first started training at IFBB here, I was 28, and I think I was a little bit younger and more resilient. And, you know, as age catches up to me, I find myself training more and more like Phil.